Hi, the SI meteorologist Paul Dorian here on Monday, July 1st. Tropical moisture is riding up the East Coast right now thanks to a large high pressure system off the East Coast and a large upper level trough just to the west over the Ohio Valley. Kind of an atmospheric squeeze play here between the two systems up and down the East Coast. Gulf of Mexico moisture is riding from the south to the north. Torrential rain has already occurred in the Philadelphia region early this morning, and more is on the way. Here's the latest radar loop from the Penn State EWAL site. Here's the batch of showers and thunderstorms that passed through southeastern part of Pennsylvania earlier today, and it's just fully loaded with more moisture to the south, headed up into the I-95 corridor for this afternoon and this evening. The threat for torrential rain will continue into tomorrow. Beyond that, it looks like this very wet pattern will slowly evolve from a primarily wet pattern to a primarily hot pattern by the end of the week. The main weather story come Friday and Saturday may be the high temperatures rather than the excessive rainfall that we'll continue to experience for the next couple of days. Well, here's the latest surface map, and there's a frontal system up and down the East Coast. It's basically acting as a corridor for moisture. The flow is right out of the Gulf of Mexico, large-scale flow. You have a deep upper-level trough over the Ohio Valley and a strong high pressure here sitting off of the East Coast, and all that does is promote a south-to-north flow of air up the East Coast, and that's bringing tropical moisture from the Gulf of Mexico, helping to cause these torrential rains in the I-95 corridor from D.C. to New York City. This front will just pretty much sit around for the next couple of days, continuing the threat for showers and thunderstorms. Eventually, this strong upper-level high, and we'll take a look at this in a moment, will edge to the west. So it will actually retrograde westward and help to dry things out somewhat as we get to the end of the week. In addition, it'll get hotter and hotter. Certainly 90 degrees is likely, perhaps by Thursday, Independence Day, in many mid-Atlantic locations. Certainly by the weekend, we should be at or slightly above 90 degrees in the I-95 corridor. And as the week progresses, that threat for showers and thunderstorms will gradually subside. Not go away completely, however. There's so much moisture in the soil and in the lower part of the atmosphere that certainly can be a shower or thunderstorm at the end of the week as the temperatures start to climb. Well, last week we kind of focused on the upper levels, the upper level pattern, 500 millibar, because that really tells the whole story here. Let's start off again with the 500 millibar for the current time, and then we'll look ahead to the middle part of the week and then the weekend to see what subtle changes occur that will cause this weather pattern to go from very wet to quite hot. Well, here's the current map. A deep, unusually deep upper level trough for this time of the year, sitting right here over the Ohio Valley. Meanwhile, at the same time, strong high pressure at all levels of the atmosphere sitting off the East Coast. All that does is, in this squeeze play zone right along the East Coast, is promote a southerly flow of air right out of the Gulf of Mexico, bringing copious amounts of rainfall to the I-95 corridor. That will continue for the next couple of days. But then let's now jump ahead to the middle part of the week. And here's the forecast map from last night's Zero-Z GFS model for the 500 millibar level for Wednesday night. Notice here now this strong high pressure sitting off the East Coast is starting to edge westward a little bit here. And meanwhile, this upper level trough is also moving, retrograding a little bit to the west. And this has a significant impact on our weather conditions by the end of the week. We still have southerly flow here come the middle part of the week, and hence the continuation of the threat for showers and thunderstorms. But let's now jump ahead to the weekend. And here's the 500 millibar chart for Saturday evening. By this time, this high is now kind of elongated from west to east into the mid-Atlantic region. Notice our upper level winds are more out of the west than the south. As this high retrogrades westward towards the end of the week, again, the pattern will evolve more from a wet pattern to a hot pattern. 90 degrees is very likely up and down the I-95 corridor. on Friday, and certainly by the weekend we very well could be in the low 90s. It'll remain humid, and there still can be a shower or thunderstorm, but nothing at all like the frequency, the numerous showers and thunderstorms that we're experiencing right now, and will continue for the rest of today into tomorrow. But again, as the week progresses, that large Bermuda high inches westward, and that'll help to change this pattern from a wet one to a hot one by the end of the week. Well, let's take a look at the surface forecast maps from last night's Zero-Z GFS model run. We'll look at tonight, tomorrow night, and then Wednesday night. Still pretty similar here for the next 3 nights here, with numerous showers and thunderstorms up and down the East Coast. Again, we still have this southerly flow of air this evening, thanks to the high pressure off the East Coast and the strong upper level trough over the Ohio Valley. Copious amounts of tropical moisture, and any shower can produce some torrential rain, and any thunderstorm that develops, especially during the afternoon and early evening hours, can reach strong to severe levels, perhaps with some hail and damaging wind, and certainly the threat for torrential rainfall and any thunderstorm that forms. Here's the forecast map for tomorrow evening. By this time, a little bit less in the way of heavy precipitation put out here by the GFS model. Again, gradually less and less of a threat for torrential rain as the week progresses. Let's now jump ahead to Wednesday evening. Still some precipitation put out here, but not as much as what is occurring today, so there can be a shower or thunderstorm on Wednesday. This high is now starting to edge westward, and we'll see even less of a threat for showers and thunderstorms on Thursday, Independence Day. It'll be closing in on 90 degrees by the time we reach Thursday afternoon. Certainly by Friday and Saturday, the heat may be a bigger issue than the wetness that we've experienced for the last several days, and will continue for the next couple of days. But a slow evolvement from this weather pattern from very wet to quite hot and humid by the end of the week. That's it for now. For the SIWeather.com, I'm meteorologist Paul Dorian.